She spearheaded the Eagle Nest live stream cameras, inviting us all into the nest of Big Bear Valley's bald eagles, Jackie and Shadow.
That's right. Beloved wildlife activist Sandy Steers died yesterday, but as CBS LA's Joy Benedict tells us, her work will live on forever.
There is a somber feel over Big Bear Lake as the best spot for bird watching was empty. Jackie and Shadow's most famous fan has died.
I would stand out here watching, and I just couldn't get enough of it.
Sandy Steers fell in love with the eagles of Big Bear Valley.
I got, I guess, obsessed with watching the eagles when I first saw the first eggs that were laid up here, and that was with Ricky and Lucy.
That was almost 3 decades ago. In 2001, she helped found Friends of Big Bear Valley, a nonprofit dedicated to wildlife and the bald eagles. And 10 years ago, that foundation mounted the first Nest camera that introduced the world to Jackie and her love life.
2018, Shadow showed up.
So she booted Mr. B and got herself a younger bird.
Yes.
Over the years, we interviewed Sandy Steers numerous times. As eggs were laid and chicks were hatched.
It fills my heart, and I just love that these eaglets are hatched and can bring all. I'm having tears.
I know you're gonna make me cry. Stop it, Sandy. No one knew the eagles of Big Bear better, but she didn't just speak for the birds. She spoke up for her community.
The care that this neighborhood has for one another, she exhibited that every time she would walk by.
Melissa Delaney lives next door to Steers and a stone's throw from the nest.
I remember running into her at the post office once, and that was when the 3 eaglets were born last year, and everyone was just so excited. It was like she had given birth to 3 eagles. It was just adorable. It was just like, congratulations, you know.
A biologist by trade, Steers once owned a tech company and retired to the mountains where she started bird watching. She says it was someone with the Forest Service who asked her to keep an eye out for the eagles. So the Forest Service found them, and
Yes.
you fell in love with them.
Absolutely, yes, I did. And I couldn't stop watching them.
And she invited the world to watch with her.
She just said, all I wanted to do was see inside of the nest. And little did she know that she was going to create something that was so huge.
Friends of Big Bear Valley announced her death on Wednesday, as she had been ill for several months. And although Steers may have been the face of the fight, they say her legacy will still fly.
Sandy wanted us to keep going and move forward.
And as this community says goodbye to a tireless advocate and neighbor, the eagles seem to also wave her on. A fitting show from her feathered friends who almost seemed to notice she was missing. Joy Benedict, CBS LA.
Sandy's joy was so contagious, right?
And what a beautiful story, Joy. Thank you for that.